Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and finding our inner Brock and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or this episode, how about we do Ludacris and Adotsi? Shout out to They Love.
Okay.
Niram was like, what's that name?
I don't know.
Sisters from the continent. That's why.
Oh.
That's why. Originally, first gen. So, shout out to them. I know when they first got together, it was a little drama because they said they got a shotgun wedding because, Ludacris was going through his little stuff with his little baby mama and, all that stuff. But lo and behold, 2-3 years later, they still holding strong. I just seen it on what was Instagram. They was out luxuriating, honey, on somebody's beach and twerking and just loving up on each other. But ain't you noticed Ludacris done slowed the hell down?
Yeah, he make that Fast and the Furious money. That
Fast
nigga ain't
and
got a rap
Furious
no
money.
more.
He done put on that grown man way. He done put on that married way. I don't even think I've heard Ludacris swear in 3 years. Does he swear still?
Probably not.
Adotsi said no, ma'am. But I think that's just a definition of what it is, just to live life. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, and not get caught up in the hype, especially being a rapper. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of times you have to live up to this persona and this hype, and he's just like, forget it. I don't even got to do no 444 like Jay-Z. We're not going down that route. I'm happy. What? Why? You don't think so?
We ain't even got to go down that route, huh?
No, he said no, ma'am. He said, I'm happy. I'm happy. My skin is clear. My kids are happy. My bills are paid, and I get a steady check.
Hey.
And shout out to that.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Hey, who is you?
I'm Niram.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 40. Happy motherfucking Wednesday.
There go Niram. You love a cuss word, don't you?
It's hump day, niggas.
You ain't even know what to say. Why you hesitate? What day you thought this was?
I don't know.
You silly. You almost to the end of the week, fam. So stay strong. I know Wednesday. Sometimes Wednesdays to me can be harder than Mondays. Because you're like, Lord, this been a rough week. What day is it? Wednesday?
Sheesh.
I still got more to go, but hold strong. And also for y'all who work them cubicle jobs, we coming up on a long weekend. Mm-hmm. We got Labor Day coming up. So hopefully some of y'all got Labor Day. If you like Nyambi, you also taking Friday off. Yeah. So get excited for this long, it's the end of the summer though. That's did I make you say it?
Yes.
But it's the beginning of fall, pumpkin spice, basic weather, cardigans.
I need to get one more watermelon. One more watermelon. I'm about to go to the grocery store right now because after Labor Day, and I ain't going to be there no more. So I need one more watermelon in my life.
What's your winter fruit? Like, what's the thing you obsess over like watermelons? I don't know if you have one. Oranges?
Oranges.
Oh, my God.
We get those little cuties.
Them cuties and them navel oranges.
Yeah, them halos. Yeah.
Lord help us.
And I get a good pomegranate, but I love me some watermelon.
Oh yeah, it is pomegranate season. And good apple. I love a good apple with some almond butter.
Yeah, I feel like oranges are always better during the fall and winter time.
I think that's when they come into season though.
Oh.
Like I think they grow all summer and spring, but I think that's when how they do for collard greens. Good collard greens is when you get the frost on them.
Uh-huh.
Is that just me? Am I the only one who heard of that? Have you heard of the frost on the collard greens?
Yeah.
So, we get into the season with collard greens about to be really, really good. So, it's right at the end of the summer and late September, early October when they finally get the frost on it. Then you go ahead and cook them. That's why I believe in sometimes would you get fresh greens from the market, you cut them up and clean them, and then you put them in the freezer and then you cook them.
Oh, so you can get that frost on it?
It's my own frost.
Okay. Any of y'all growing collard greens out there?
Are you trying to say I don't have receipts? That's what my grandparents taught me.
I'm just asking if anybody growing collard greens because I might have to have some some.
Hey, come on. But anywho, get excited for Labor Day. And, I always enjoy Labor Day. Like, I enjoy this type of year. Like this time of year is when I'm coming into my shine. So shout out to this time of year.
Be sure to leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and Stitcher. And follow us on all forms of social media. That's at Black Love Matters. Remember, that's Black with no K. We definitely got some stuff for the shout out show, so I look forward to that on Friday.
Ooh, we got some good stuff for the shout out show.
Yeah.
We got some good our family, our community, and Black Love Matters. Y'all is hilarious. I'm going to say this every damn week. Y'all need to get your podcasts, your blogs, your writing for HuffPost Black, Blackity, what they call it? Blackity?
Blavity.
Blavity. That's a little hard to say. Blavity. I need y'all to go out and do it because y'all got some opinions. You're hilarious. You woke. And the world needs to see it. More than Niram and Nyambi need to see it. Everybody need to see it. So I keep encouraging y'all to do that.
Well, what you got?
Oh, is my check-in?
Yeah, what you got?
All right, y'all. I'm holding steady on my fast. It's hard, but it's worth it. The devil tried to step in and steal my joy on the first day of it.
How you trying to do that?
Because I was doing well. I was drinking my tea. I had my water. I was drinking my protein shakes. I was doing really well. And so I had a doctor's appointment. I had to go see my counselor, my Black counselor. Shout out to you. She listened to the show.
Yeah.
She's like, I need to take my own advice. She right. That's but shout out to her for listening. She's amazing. And I had that, and after that, I did a little retail therapy because after I've come from my counselor, I always like having come to Jesus mode, and I'm like, damn, I had to pay her to tell me that, but it's good
because you sure don't listen to Nero.
I do listen to you, Nero. Anywho, I went out shopping, and then I met up with a good girlfriend, and we got sidetracked, and she's like, let's go eat for your birthday. And I'm like, shit, let's go. And of course we went to hibachi, and that's chicken and veggies and noodles, and right. And the thing is, y'all, it's not that I can't have these things, but I'm really particular about like moderation and portion size. So it's not that I can't have no noodles. It's not that I can't have no fried rice. It's not that I can't have no, teriyaki chicken and filet or nothing. It's just that I'm trying to watch my portions.
Did you get the garlic butter like Benihana?
I didn't get the garlic butter. That's what I'm on my journey.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get it. So I had to focus in, and I really as soon as I got my meal, I like rationed off. I am only eating this. Because them noodles go down so easy.
They sure do.
And they always make room. So I really was proud of myself for rationing off and like eating the rest. Actually, I just ate the rest of it. So I made that 2 meals, and those are my big meals. And I worked this evening, so I'm going to have my protein shake for dinner and get my gallon of water in. So I'm almost there, y'all. A couple more days until I can not even let loose. But, I know once I get to the weekend, I'm going to throw down so to get better that I'm a little more restricted. Speaking of this weekend, I'm super excited. Me and Niram, we have like a tradition where every Labor Day weekend we go to Washington, D.C.
Man, we've been in D.C. the past 5 years? 6
years? 5 or 6 years. And we love it because it's not that crowded. The weather be hit or miss though. Like we've been where it's been like 100 degrees. We've been where it's been 50 degrees. We've been where it's perfect weather, and we've been where it's raining the whole time.
Yeah.
So I can't even speak on the weather too much, but it's not busy. It's not overcrowded, would you say? Like, you're able to go places and, like, sit down. You can breathe in the museums. Like, I really enjoy it, and I am so looking forward to it. And as y'all heard me say, I love a good museum. We're going to try to sneak in an African-American museum. I shouldn't say sneak in. Like, we ain't trying to bombard it. Like, I'm going to go stand in the line in the morning.
We got some D.C. listeners. Our D.C. listeners. Y'all hook us up.
Oh, what you mean getting in the casino?
Yeah.
You mean the casino?
Our DC family. Can y'all hook us up?
Yeah, if
you
anybody
know somebody
work
that knows somebody?
Yeah, I'm going to go stand in line. I think you got to be there, 6, 7 in the morning?
Yeah.
I'm going to go stand there and see if I can get in, and I'm going to hold steady. But if not, it's still like 2 or 3 museums I haven't seen. And next time when we go to DC, we'll make sure we get it. So I'm excited. But if y'all know of any food places we need to be trying, let us know. I know we're going to go to Busboys and Poets. I don't think you've been there before.
No, I haven't.
You're going to love it, especially I checked their menu. So I've been really doing research for you, Nero, because I know you're doing this vegan lifestyle. And I know you said that you will do vegetarian, maybe do some seafood while we there. But I'm gonna try to help you on this vegan journey. Busboys and Poets got an amazing vegan menu too, and they got soul food, so they got some for me and Nia too. But they also got you some bomb vegan options. So we're gonna go to Busboy and Poets. I plan on getting my $20,000 to $30 steps a day. That's up one day. I'm gonna pick one day to rest. I was looking at the weather near. I'm supposed to be perfect the first 2 days, but it's supposed to rain on Saturday. So one of them days is raining. I think that's gonna be sit in a hotel. Actually, go to the pool.
Oh, they got a pool?
Yeah, we got a whole pool at the hotel.
Shit, I ain't got my pool body together yet.
Oh, my body stay ready. It don't matter what it look like.
Shit, I might need to go vegan in a couple more days.
You silly. So I'm excited about that, and a day to relax just for the pool, TV, and like that's when you just order room service. And room service food ain't good. It's just good because you can eat it in bed.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that, and also Nia. So we get to visit with our good friend Nia and just catch up with him, and it's going to be a good time. And y'all keep your fingers crossed. Nia's going to grace us with his presence on Monday's episode. So
I hope so.
We're going to talk about friendship and love, and hopefully Nia don't give too much tea about us, but it's going to be such a good time. All right, now, the next thing I wanted to talk about, this insecure. Is y'all ready?
Yeah, let me buckle in.
What did you say? Let me buckle in. Wait, you think I'm gonna talk crazy? I ain't gonna talk crazy. I ain't gonna talk crazy. So let's break down what happened. So Tiffany, Issa, Molly, and Kelly, they attended some event called Sexplosion. When they first said this Sexplosion, I didn't know what the hell was going on. Like I thought it was like a pure romance party. Like I thought it was gonna be a little party at the house. This is a whole expo.
Yeah.
About sex and penis, and it's kind of amazing. Like can somebody send me the link to if they have those in other areas?
Right.
Because I think I would like to peek in. So they were getting some toys, having a good time, getting flavored. Condoms and things. So that shout out to all y'all who was on Issa about not having safe sex on the show. I seen that. I feel like they went back and recorded that.
Right.
They made it clear. We got condoms. They was all taking handfuls of condoms.
Right.
So I seen that as a little, we see you, sis. So thank you for that, Issa. But what happens is Tiffany suggested they sign up for this blowjob class to up their game. Although she's quick to note that she's good at it, that she even can teach the class. She proves to only be the outlier in the group. So going down the line, Kelly says she don't give blowjobs, which blows my mind because sis got fingered at the diner with a C rating. Like,
you got a 3-star on Yelp.
I ain't say a 3-star. I said a C. You know, in the window.
Yeah.
Because I only go to restaurants I got A's. That one got a C. She was one to get fingered in a restaurant with a C rating, but she said she don't. So
okay. That means they got a couple rats.
Yeah.
And
couple. They got
roaches.
that refugee camp we seen in New York. That's where they live. That's where they go at night. That's where they go at night. Molly says she'll reciprocate when a man go down on her, but she is enthusiastic about it. And Issa says straight up she ain't about that life. And she said, what she said? She said like blowjobs was giving blowjobs was too intimate, and she openly admitted that she wasn't good at giving them. I almost hit the ground when she said she got too much teeth.
She do got some big
She do got some teeth. And I felt bad. I was like, sis do got some teeth. You know, she done got that weight off her. So her face done sunk in a little bit. So them teeth is even more. Ain't no lip cushion.
They look like chiclets.
So, you know, when you have teeth like that, you have to make sure. And the thing is, she don't have big lips.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, when you have bigger teeth, if you're as a woman, if you're giving blowjobs, so I've heard, you have to cover your teeth with your lips. But if you don't have big lips and you got big teeth, it's a lot of stuff that could go left. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm glad you got baby teeth.
What? I don't have no baby teeth. Okay, I have adult teeth. They ain't like Issa's, but I am very particular about teeth. And I don't got little baby teeth. You remember what was that girl on Black Ink Crew?
Yeah.
She had little baby teeth. Her teeth was only like a centimeter long. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I forgot that girl name. They used to be with Puma.
Yeah, I know.
She got little. That's chiclet teeth. But anyway, Issa said that it was too intimate, and she admits that she's not good at giving that. She also believes that Black women were like automatically seen as disposable if they give men head. It was a weird conversation, but like the racial politics kind of made it, I don't know, it just made it different. Mm-hmm. So, you know, before I talk more about the episode, I want to talk more about this idea of, you know, giving head. And like, I took it as this stereotype of like Black women versus white women. Mm-hmm. And how Becky with the good hair is always willing to, you know, suck a dick, and Black woman is more like, no, ma'am, I'm not doing that. Do you find that something in your, you know, history of dating, Nero?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh. First of all, have you dated white women?
No, I have not dated white women.
How you know?
Because I smashed a couple. I ain't lie. Undergrad. Shit. I went to a PWI.
You make that very clear. You said I haven't dated any white women, but I've slept with some.
Yeah.
Well, excuse the fuck out of me.
Shit.
All right. Well, go ahead.
I have went to a PWI.
All right. Well, expand.
I do things. You know, when it comes to like white women and sex, here's the thing. You know, they're very sacred about that vagina.
White women.
Yeah.
Really, and Black women ain't.
No. Oh! So here's the thing. So, you know, they siccer about that vagina. Like, you know, I'm not going to have sex with anyone until I'm married and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, white women don't think oral sex is sex.
But they'll be like, I'll give you head, though, and you can get that anal. And so it's been a lot of white women in me going to undergrad that was like, you know, I give up that butt and I give up that mouth, but you can't get the pussy.
Really? And were there Black women the opposite?
And Black women are the opposite. Black women be like, you can get this pussy, but you ain't getting no butt and no mouth. You ain't getting no mouth for like we dating. And we got to be dating for a year and a half.
Ooh. I don't know who journal you trying to read.
But I'm serious though. I think that's like totally different. And like, even like, it don't matter. Like the religious ones, the religious white ones.
Come on.
Versus like the religious Black ones.
Come on.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
The religious white ones is like, I'll suck your dick or you can hit it anal, but I'm not giving up that pussy. And I don't know what it is about that whole sacred thing of I'm not giving up that vagina unless you married to me. But Black women, they were like, you can have that vagina, but I ain't giving you up that mouth. Ugh, that's nasty.
I've never heard of it that way. That's very interesting.
Let me tell you, it's so prominent that when I was going to the Black college and I used to call my friends at the PWIs, they'd be like, man, like you need to come down here because the white women just giving up head it's free, man. Because they always
don't make y'all brothers sound like y'all just deprived.
No, I'm not saying that, but you know, just imagine like you get from high school, you know, you've been at this Black high school predominantly, you know, in Detroit.
Yes.
And then you go to a Black college and you dealing with the things that's going on in a Black college. You got your friends that go to a white college and, you know, a party school type of thing.
Yeah.
And you compare and contrast like the different things of what's happening, versus like the black girls at the HBCUs versus the white girls at the PWIs. Yeah. And one of the things that comes up is, dog, you need to come here, or you need to come here during the break, because the white girls just be giving up their head like it's nothing.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna give you no pussy though, but they'll give you that head and that butt if you want it.
Oh my God. Okay, now.
I'm telling you.
I mean, I see that as a perspective of, they portrayed like black women of almost being like this prudeness.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's real. Like, I think it's still hard to this day, is as progressive as the media is trying to be as we're moving forward, it's still hard for black women to kind of get in this light of being like sexually comfortable in their skin. And that sometimes that bothers me still, without going over the top and being like this sex goddess. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's either you're super, super prude, or you just ooze sex and this is nothing but like who you are. Does that make you like you're an object? Like or you're a video hoe. Like, does that like you superhead? So you either superhead or you let a lawyer. You don't believe in none of that. Like, it's nothing that's just realistically in the middle to be like, I like sex. I do like giving head. I do like it. Like, that's not portrayed. And I guess when I seen that scene, I cringed a little bit to think like all the girls was like, girl, I ain't doing that. And then he's talking about that's too much intimacy. Well, what the hell is a relationship?
Right.
What? That's the problem. You're lacking the intimacy.
Exactly.
So I just found that really interesting. Go ahead.
There's one more thing to note. Like, even like how they was going back and forth at Tiffany, because Tiffany, like I said, went to that white school. It's like, you've been around them white girls too much. Yeah. To just be giving up that head.
Yeah. And they was getting up on her, and she like, sis, get into the ball game. But lastly, I was gonna talk about when Issa was it Daniel? Mm-hmm. And he came and he hit her in her eye and she went off. I was like, sis, that's the name of the game. And if you worked with Tiffany a little bit, she'll let you know how to dodge and weave a little bit better. Because the object is you should always be controlling. You should always be, always have the eye of the tiger pointed away. No matter what.
The eye of the tiger.
Always. No matter where you're at, you should always know your bearings.
Well, it looked like she was doing the damn thing.
It looked like she was doing a great job, but you could see she just learned that at the class.
Right.
And she was doing so good, she didn't know what was going to come after. Right. Twitter is ridiculous. I was looking at some of the Twitter, and that's how I said, speak grown, swallow.
Hey.
I was like, this is too much. People were just losing them. And people was getting offended, talking about why she mad. I don't know why I went right in her eye, though. She could have got pink eye.
She can't get no damn pink eye for no comment.
You okay?
But I do think that was funny that she got super mad, like to the point where she about to beat this nigga ass.
Yeah, I was like, sis, calm down.
Like, how you gonna fight Daniel? Yeah, you the one that got the penis in your mouth and you slurping and jerking and doing everything else. You got control of it. He told you he coming. Shit, he gave you all warning signs.
The warnings, because this niggas out here don't say nothing.
So you could have moved out the way. You could have stopped. You could have did whatever you want.
Yeah, you gotta rock and weave. It's all about the hand. Yeah, it's all about the wrist.
You could have did whatever you want, but instead he's like, I'm finna come, and then you just pointed and bam, it went in his mouth. He said he's coming. It's projectile. What you expect?
But when she did, I was like, all right, so you're a little extra, honey. You a little bit extra. Because I think if the roles were reversed, so these are same girls who say they don't give head, but they like men to go down on them. So do they think that's a clean job when these men go down on them?
No.
Come on.
Shit. Should be all up in your beard.
Oh. Moving on. Molly in motherfucking Dro. Sis, y'all want different things and it's gonna end bad. When his wife called, he go running. Now, Nero, that I think about, I think you said this a few episodes ago. I think he lying like a dog. I think ain't no such thing as a motherfucking own relationship in his crew. Cause where's his wife? And why they in hotel rooms and he leave? Cause I would assume if you had an open relationship and you tell your wife you're going to be with your other woman, it would be some type of expectation that you wouldn't bother each other unless it's an emergency. Right. And what's this that she locked her keys out of her car?
Yeah, something like that.
Something not adding up. I think he lying like a dog.
I don't know to say. I've been told you I think that nigga lying.
Yeah. Because it's just like, well, that don't make sense then. So, his wife can call at any moment and be like, all right, I'm over that. Like, you think it's no respect lined up. Mm-hmm. For that other woman, if you had this open relationship, to say this is her time, not your time. So that's why she a better woman than me.
Right, because I know, handle it. And I know people who are in open relationship, open marriages, and they got their times. They go be with their other significant others.
Let them have that
And
time.
you let
Of
them
course,
have that
unless
time
it's an
or whatever,
emergency. Yeah.
But they ain't creeping and shit. I feel like this nigga creeping.
Don't he feel like he creeping with the hotel
Yeah.
rooms and I'll be back and I already ordered it? It's something very creep-tastic.
There's something about that. And I always been my question, because we ain't seen the wife or the girlfriend. I can't remember what she is.
Yeah.
In like 3 episodes, where the fuck is she?
Where is she and who's she sleeping with?
So that's my question. So that's another thing that's going on, and just trying to figure out, when these 3 people converge, what type of conversation they're going to have.
Because I feel like it needs to somehow converge. Yeah. Or like, even if Molly don't talk to his wife, like I need to see him physically sitting next to his wife talking to Molly about her. Yeah. I mean, talking to her about Molly. Does that make sense? Yeah. I want to see that.
But, maybe that's different relationships. But I think the nigga lying.
I think he lying like a dog. Oh, she done got locked out the car. All this technology with keys and cars and being folks in a relationship. Me and Nira always got multiple sets of keys. Like something in what I say, the rice. Something in the rice and the milk ain't clean. And then Molly just looking like a sad puppy, knowing she need to go back to that therapist. And her therapist gonna be like mine. Practice what you preach, sis. Shut up.
That's the head exploding.
Shut up.
But it is true. Like the thing that Molly is going through and the thing that she want, Dro can't provide it to her.
No.
And he is just providing that figment of imagination, and he getting that pussy.
And that's why I don't like him, because he fucking knows. So he knows as a man, and he knows because he's Molly's good friend. So he know how the fuck Molly operates. Yeah. This ain't nothing new. So Molly wants bomb sets, somebody who's equally yoked, a relationship, all that stuff. Oh boy, just want bomb sets. Yeah. He don't need no emotional relationship. He already got a wife for that.
He got a wife, yeah.
He don't need this other stuff. And I think that's what makes me upset, that him so-called being her friend and they vibe and they connect, not recognizing that in Molly. Like, what she looking for, bruh. Come on, looking sad in the face. I don't know his face still don't match his voice. I'm not here for him though.
I cannot.
He don't have to come back next season.
I cannot.
Because I think he's taking advantage, and I don't appreciate it. And then lastly, Lawrence. Lawrence is slowly learning what it means to be a diversity hire at a tech company. And I wanted to bring you in on it because I know this is your wheelhouse. So after presenting his project to his colleagues, the project managers, they did nothing but shower him with passive-aggressive praise. I knew as soon as he finished that presentation, they're like, "Oh, that's awesome. That's great.
Where you get your shoes from?"
Passive aggressive praise and his about his work and his taste in sneakers. And then when his colleague tried to give him a hint, like, "Hey, that is trash. So you either need to rebound or drop that shit," he tried to blow it off. Yeah. So here go his male privilege, thinking he the shit, and he ain't the shit.
Well, everybody think they're the shit.
I mean, but you get energy. Mm-hmm. You get energy from people. Yeah. And you know how to, I guess he don't know the norm. He just he ain't been working in 2 years. So he just getting back in the groove. You know when some shit ain't right. Yeah. So a couple things in this one. I think they did a beautiful job of highlighting what I think white people in New England are like.
Yes.
Passive aggressive praise.
That's how, I agree. That is how white people out here work.
So they be like, "That's amazing. Mm. Oh my God. What's that head wrap on your head?" Yes. Hey, bitch, I'm giving a presentation. We're not talking about
where
that.
You get those glasses from? I like those. Look, are those Warby Parker?
Yeah. And you try to give a presentation. You try to do your work. That's exactly how they are. And even Lawrence not connecting or being able to take this constructive criticism from someone who was reaching out. She culturally ambiguous, but it looked like she got some melanin in her skin too, So not only she got some melanin, but she's a woman. So I only can imagine what she done went through going there. And I also felt there's a little energy between them too. But Lawrence is energy between anybody. He like a puppy. If you pet him the right way.
You like me?
Yeah. Like even with that passive aggressive praise, he still like that shit. Yeah. And it wasn't even good praise. I don't like that shit. And he still was like, "Thank you. It's amazing." You. So, he's a puppy who like people to rub on him.
And that's the thing, like with me being, social media manager for, for different companies and things of that sort, you see that a lot where people, they provide you all these false niceties because they don't want to hurt your feelings.
Yes.
And I think that's where the day and age where we at now. Because I've been in meetings where people are like, "Yeah, that's great." Like, okay. And then as soon as they leave, they like, we're not going to hire him or contract him to do that because his work is trash.
Instead of just giving them a shit sandwich. Yeah. And telling them the truth.
Or even there, or just providing like some criticism. Like,
that's why I said a shit sandwich. A shit sandwich is telling people, this is nice. I like this. But this, I don't like. Oh, but I do like this. I like the shit sandwich. because it helps people go on about their day.
Yeah.
But when you just provide the sandwich and no shit,
it's just all sugar.
It's just carbs. Just getting fat.
So I've seen that a lot, and I witnessed a lot, and I know a lot of our 9-to-5 warriors are seeing that as well.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things you have to. You got to have a radar for that shit.
Yes.
Like, are you blowing smoke up my ass?
You have to have that radar, and you either need to have it intuitively or you have to have your crew.
Yeah,
you have to have yourself a sounding board of people that be like, that's garbage. Mm-hmm. I love you, but it's garbage.
Yeah.
You have to. And they might not be your close friends. They might be your work wife, work husband, whoever it is. You have to have the people that's like trash.
Yeah.
Every job I had I had a crew of people that I'd be like, is this really trash? Am I out of pocket? Do I need to shut the hell up? Like, I always go to them to be like, yes and no.
Right.
Y'all are the jury.
Let me know what y'all think.
Yeah, yeah.
But I truly agree that you need that signing board, not just at work, but also in personal life.
Yes.
Like when you're making like these big decisions, you got to have someone
I think about
you reach
Nia.
out to.
Yeah, I think about Nia. It's definitely on ours.
Because I know for us, for my ideas or whatnot, it goes to 2 people at minimum.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3 or 4 just to see like, hey, you know, what you think about this. And just getting it from different perspectives from people.
Yeah, but you got to get people who's willing to tell you the truth.
Yes.
So that's why I went straight to Nia. So we have issues at work, and we'll be like, yeah, that's fucked up, but you can't say that. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely, they're wrong. But this is how you got to move in this environment, and this is how you have to move for your sanity and to maintain your job. So I think it's just so important, and it goes back to this idea of how to navigate being the only blank in the workplace, and it just adds so many layers on that. But I think that it was coined perfectly when it was like this idea of passive aggressive praise and being a person of color in the workplace, because you don't know how to move. Because they keep saying, yeah, it's good, keep doing the same thing at your year review, then they ripping you to shreds.
Ooh, I've had that happen to me once, and I said, never again.
What happened, Nero?
Them motherfuckers got you on everything. Yep. They be like, you using words we don't understand.
Ooh, come on.
You using too big words. You so aggressive. I'm like, no, bitch, I'm assertive.
Yeah.
They be like, all types of shit.
Passive aggressive praise.
Yeah. And I'll be like, well, why none of this shit came up when the project was turned in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm beating my hand.
Because it's passive aggressive.
Why I'm hyped.
That's why.
I'm hyped.
Perfect. Niran, what's going on with you?
Well, it's back to school, y'all.
It is.
It's the first week back.
Y'all got them backpacks, them rulers.
Them pens and pencils and shit. New laptops, all that other bullshit. So, just me going through that and figuring out that I got like 1 class and I'm taking this semester. Yeah. Possibly 2. But I'm just going through and, talking and meeting up the class. And one day, I was in class today, and I almost fell asleep.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Was it boring?
Yes. It got to the point, because the stuff that class is teaching, like, I want to learn, but I know I can also learn it else places, other places as well. But I was like, man, like, I'm so tempted just to walk out this class.
Yeah.
So just trying to figure out how it go from like 9:30 to 12:15 or something like that. That motherfucking long.
Oh. That's a hard time.
And I'm going vegan, or I'm vegan-ish. So I ain't really had no breakfast. I ain't get me no oatmeal, nothing to stick to my ribs. Heavy. So I'm in that classroom dozing, and I'm like, dude, can we just do something?
Yeah.
Can we just do something? So just going through that, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to take, these last couple of classes, finish up this master's, and just move on my life. Go to work.
You said go to work.
Go to work, start my own business.
Be creative.
Be creative, figure out ways to promote the podcast. And I see y'all out there. I know y'all like some of those audiograms I'll be doing on Instagram. I see y'all.
Ooh, Niram, love when y'all be liking and sharing them, honey. Ooh, so I appreciate
y'all. I do those for a fee too, just in case y'all need some other podcasts out there. So yeah. Like I said earlier, I'm veganish. I'm out here trying to get my vegan lifestyle, trying to get my winter body together. So I can be ready for next summer.
You said winter body. I keep thinking back on Insecure when what's his name, Leroy, whatever his name. He said I got a pasta body. I know exactly what he meant when he said he had a pasta body.
So
they be stuffing in them 3-piece suits.
They do, and your the assistant pastor
always he be clean.
He had a 4-button suit on. I wanted to say, how you got those so many buttons?
Clean, okay? Don't you come for him. He be clean.
He do be clean. He looked at me like, ooh, that sport jacket you got. Because I came up in there with a salmon peach jacket. Oh, I see.
And y'all know in New England, black folk don't dress like this. So when you see a clean black folk, you can't do nothing but get them their props. You be like, you ain't from around these parts.
Where you from, brother?
You're not from these parts.
Grabbing me on my shoulder and shit.
Your pressure points.
Where you from? Detroit. Ooh, Detroit, play us. Praise
Not in
the
church.
Lord.
Praise the Lord.
We gonna see more of you. Yeah, you'll see me next month. So, I'm going through this vegan stuff, and, I done went to Trader Joe's. First, I done been on all types of blogs and shit, YouTube and everything else trying to figure out this stuff. I done been at Trader Joe's and spent about $200. I'm gonna spend too much money on this shit.
Trader Joe's is take your money anyway. You healthy or not healthy.
And so yesterday, y'all, I hadn't had this fried tempura cauliflower.
Yeah.
And this rice pilaf. That shit was kind of good. It was banging.
I heard the tempura cauliflower pretty good.
Yeah, I got a little sweet and sour sauce on that bitch. It was good.
Yeah.
So moving on.
Hold on, was it? Oh, it's tempura. Okay, the way it was fried. Okay, so
It was
lightly fried, like Japanese fried.
Yeah.
Okay.
With panko crumbs and
Gotcha,
shit like
gotcha.
that.
I'm there. I lost it at first.
Yeah, and had some quinoa. So I'm out here. Your boy's out here trying to get his sexy back. I didn't
You
turn.
ain't never left.
Thank you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't turn 31, so I'm trying to reverse everything I done did in my 20s bad to my body.
In 1 year.
So I'm trying to reverse everything. So I'm trying to be like Gucci Man when the summer come out. I want everybody to look at me like, damn, what I want to look like. Yeah, exactly. I want to look like I've been on a plant-based diet and been doing nothing but running and biking and everything
and
else
meditating.
and drinking alkaline water.
And
so
drinking smoothies, honey.
So that's what I bump on, y'all.
Not the Gucci Man.
Yes. Game of Thrones.
Gang of motherfucking Thrones.
I don't even know what
Yes.
when they had this meeting of the minds and motherfucking Khaleesi had everybody. She had the Dothraki. She had the Unsullied. She had the dragons. She had Jon Snow ass and everything else.
My dumb ass didn't know what was going on. I said, is they about to fight him? I said, they going to war? I said, didn't Khaleesi say she was going to talk with him? Or he was like, she coming. This bitch just said, I'm sending my crew just in case you try. If you feeling froggy, jump, ho. That's what she said. She said, if you're feeling froggy, what I need you to do is jump, because she had them lined up, and then here come my niggas with them sword on them horses who went in formation through it.
Yeah.
And then I'm slow again, y'all. Y'all know I was a slow learner. And then I see everybody coming in, everybody coming and strolling in. I remember like the Divine Nine when it be somebody coming out show. That's what it reminded me of. So everybody was at their show, everybody coming out. Then I was like, where my girl Khaleesi at? This bitch done came in on a helicopter like my Sweet 16. What is that? On a dragon?
She came in on those dragons.
My super sweet 16. That's what it reminded me of. And then what's her name? Cersei.
Yeah.
Cersei was like, you late, bitch.
Oh, my apologies. My apologies.
She wasn't gonna say, what the fuck you gonna do about it? That's what she wanted to say. What the fuck are you gonna do about it?
My apologies. The wind up here is a little brisk. So like going through that meeting and they done brung out that White Walker and it was going at the Cersei ass. I said, get her.
That's the first time I seen Cersei jump. She said, wait the fuck a minute.
Oh,
she said, who is that? She said, oh my God.
Oh my God. I was like,
and her brother Jamie was over it. As soon as he seen it, he said, fuck this shit. Jamie been over it.
What's them niggas with the ships and them Grey Joys?
Yeah, he got his shit. He said, can they swim? That's a bitch ass nigga for you. He's a bitch nigga. He said,
can he swim?
Now he's polite because he was an asshole at first to him.
Excuse me, madam.
Excuse me, madam. Beautiful. Breaker of chains. Nor of all. Queen of dragons. Do they swim?
Do these motherfuckers swim?
No. Well, we going back to the islands.
Well, I'm getting my ass on these ships.
See y'all bitches in the end. Because we gonna make it. That's a bitch nigga for you, ain't it?
Yes. That was. And then one of the other things, I told you, so me and Nyambi have been having this discussion, because I keep telling Nyambi, like, they related. John and Daenerys is related.
I didn't know. So is they nephew and auntie?
Yeah, nephew and auntie.
It hurt me when they had to have that sex together. Mm. The sex.
The sex. So that was the thing. Like, some people was like, season 1, incest. Now season 7, John and Danny have sex. They're like, ooh.
Everybody like it now. Yeah. Everybody cultural norms them shift because of a make-believe world.
Right. Now they talking about incest cool.
But didn't you say the Targaryens, like they
believe in incest.
They believe in incest, and that's why her daddy was crazy, because he's a product of incest, right? And that was kind of, he had like mental issues because
that's why his ass was the man.
But I don't know if Jon Snow don't believe in incest. He about to now, honey.
You know, the wolves don't believe in no incest.
It says them packs. He said, what she said. Oh, and speaking of my girls, they came together, sister power.
Oh, I almost forgot.
God, my goodness. Who was it? Arya, who need to be queen of the North.
You know, Sansa.
And Sansa. Well, what that motherfucking name? Littlefinger?
Yeah, Littlefinger.
That motherfucker.
Sir Baelish.
Oh, was it Baelish or Littlefinger?
Either one. It's his nickname.
Oh.
Littlefinger's his nickname.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But Littlefinger talking slick. He always stay in Sansa. Is that my saying right? Sansa ear.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about when I try to think of my enemies, I think of the worst thing.
Think of the worst.
And I'm looking like, Sansa, bitch, is you that dumb? Because you know she told her she was slow. And she just looked like she taking it in. And yes, Littlefinger, okay, yeah, you right. And then she called everybody to court. I don't know where they be having these town hall meetings. Again, Greek life. They at the boule.
You said they had the boule. Stupid.
So everybody done came. They had the MPCH, the boule. Everybody done came. And she talking about, come on in, Arya, come on through. And I said, Arya is way too calm for this shit. Because she got to know what the fuck is about to pop off. I said, is they about to have both these girls about to die. And then she flipped it at the end and said, Littlefinger, bring your ass up here. On the counts of treason and being a bitch nigga. How do you find yourself?
Ooh, that nigga was pleading.
He started to stutter. He said,
baby, please.
Baby, I loved your mama. And then she said, and you lied.
And I love you too.
And you lied. And then she flipped it on him. I got to thinking, why would someone want me to turn on my sister?
My own sister.
So I thought of the worst case scenario. And then she read him for filth in his Bill of fucking Rights.
And Arya.
Oh my God.
I thought she punched his ass in the neck.
I thought she hit him in the throat.
It was like a one-hitter quitter.
She hit him in the throat.
It was just so quick. It was
like, she hit him in the damn throat so tough that I didn't know what to do. Like, when she hit him in the throat, I was like, damn! And then she just smiled after. And then at the end, they had their sister moment. Yeah. And she's like, you know, you always been a better lady than I would ever be. That's your role. I ain't gonna take it. She said, I'm meant to be something different.
Right.
And that's why I went on this journey. No, I got your back, sis.
Her ass meant to be a faceless assassin woman.
Come on. Didn't that touch your heart?
It did a little bit.
And then, okay, and going back to now we at that island with Cersei and them. Remember, what was the one that kept kicking in the balls but he ain't had no balls? So the bitch nigga who was going back to the islands.
Greyjoy. I forgot his name.
I don't know his name.
His last name Greyjoy. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then how the guy who came and was like, we ain't gonna keep running.
Yeah.
We gonna stay and fight.
Right.
And he's like, we ain't fighting shit. Did he start kicking them? What happened? How did the tables turn?
Because he tried to kick him in the nuts, but remember Ramsay Bolton cut his nuts
but why
off.
did that throw that man off so much?
I don't know. You know how people be like, I'm just gonna keep kicking him in the nuts, and ain't nothing was happening. So he just threw him off.
Yeah, because he been drinking beer.
Both of them looked like they was tired.
Yeah. And then the whole crew gonna change.
Right.
Okay, we with you now.
Yeah, we with you now.
I said shout out,
but at
first Cersei wasn't gonna play. But then her brother Tyrion went and preached to her. I thought he was gonna kill Tyrion ass.
Who baby is that?
Who?
Cersei's baby.
She says Jaime's. I don't think it's Jaime's. I think it's that other one.
You think it's that other man?
Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's Jaime's. And so Cersei came and said that she'd play nice, but then she went to Jaime and was like, your ass is stupid. She said, I do what the fuck I gotta do. Lie, cheat, steal. I watch out for this family. And then Jaime was like, I'm sick of this. He said, I'm gonna live. Jaime is sick. I feel a little sorry for Jaime.
Jaime just want to live life.
He just want to be a knight and live life and protect and wear nice outfits.
Jaime need to get like a fighting arm sword, because he got that arm cut off. So somebody need to make him like a sword to go on that little arm, that little nub he got as an arm.
I think he's getting done fighting. Bro look exhausted.
He is exhausted.
He's like, I don't want to be the bad guys no more. He ready to take a knee. What did he say? Bend the knee?
Yeah.
He ready to bend the fucking knee. Because he tired. But Cersei said, not on my watch. But the ending, you want to take on the ending?
The motherfucking
hurt my
blue
feelings.
ice dragon. So I don't know, was that ice? Was it fire? Was it blue fire? Somebody let me know.
It looked like the man from Mortal Kombat.
Who, Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero. No, what's it called? Raiden.
Raiden?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And he like,
yeah.
Get over here.
Oh, that's Scorpion, baby.
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero shoots the ice.
Sub-Zero shoots the ice. Who's the man with the lampshade on?
That's Raiden.
It reminded me of a combination between them what that dragon was shooting out.
Man. I can't wait. Like, I'm pissed. I knew this was going to be the cliffhanger, But I want more.
Yeah.
I want the rest of the season to be over. Give me the rest of the 7 episodes.
It's only 7?
Yeah, that was the season finale, baby.
Oh.
So now we gotta wait till next summer to go back. To watch the rest of it.
Oh no.
So, Game of Thrones, if y'all ain't seen it, spoiler alert, but y'all need to go watch that shit.
Well, you should have. If you on social media. If you listen to podcasts, I imagine you on social media. So that's been ruined. I think we put something on our Twitter, Instagram when they had like Thriller.
Yeah.
When the dragons and all them White Walkers started coming through. They tore that damn wall down. It took 1,000 years to build. He did it in 15 minutes.
Man.
What can the dragons even go out in that cold weather? She should have had her. So the dragon got to fight the dragon.
Yeah. Who else?
Can we get some more?
More dragons?
Yes.
It's 2 against 1.
Still, I don't know. Can we get some more? Can we start getting them from birth?
They need that scorpion. They need that desert eagle.
What? Yeah, that's what they do need.
And they need to make that
out of the dragon,
out
of that dragon
stone
glass. Or what, what's it
dragon
called?
Glass, baby.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They know what I mean.
Okay.
Anyhow.
And last with my update, shout out to the Black Love doc that's on that came on. We're gonna give a review on that.
Yeah, we gotta watch it. We haven't watched it yet. We're gonna watch it though.
Maybe we'll do it. I don't know. Probably next week sometime.
Yeah, it'll be next week because I want to make sure I don't want to do a rush job. So I'm sure it's gonna be good. You know, it's Black Love, and they got some amazing actors on it. So even if I almost went shady there.
No.
Even if it ain't.
Yeah.
They amazing actors.
Yes. I understand. I see what you're saying. But
I'm teasing though, but
we
for
are
real, y'all watch
representative
it.
of Black Love too. And we're trying to get this back.
First of all, Queen Oprah has already secured the bags, the bank, the chest, the drawer, anything else, the ATM. All of that. No, it's gonna be good though. We teasing y'all. So make sure y'all tune in. It's gonna be on. I don't know if it's a 2-part thing or a 3-part thing, but whatever it is, tuning in, and we for sure is gonna do like a summary, a review on it. If it's not this Friday, because we're gonna be out of town, we'll definitely do something like next week for it, and we'll have like a nice chunk of the show dedicated to it. So we'll give y'all how we really feel about it. Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Yeah. We don't have no Black Love story this week.
Stop saying we don't got no Black
I just said
love.
This week.
I know, but it's just your tone.
Well, we already had one on Monday.
Yeah.
So, we got another one next week. But,
yeah.
If you want to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com/love story and submit your Black story. And we definitely, your Black story, your Black Love story.
You said submit your Black ass story, and we might read it.
Submit your Black ass love story, and we gonna shout y'all niggas out.
Shut up! You said submit your Black ass love story. We gonna shout y'all niggas out. You stupid.
But y'all know what I mean. Y'all know my heart.
Yeah.
Baby, you got some pillow talk?
I do. So first, let's start off with this Houston flooding. Jesus. We are praying for y'all in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say it was going to be this bad?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Where the fuck is the government and the officials? Like, I think what pisses me off is that we elect
people.
It's
still raining.
I know it's still raining here. It pisses me off that these elected officials and government agencies, they tell the people. So we got on the people last time. Like before this happened, we told y'all we was praying for y'all. We're thinking about you. But if they told you to get out of there and you have the means and able-bodied to get out, you need to get the hell out. So we did that to our brothers, cousins. Now they done did it. And we all know it's a few folks who not physically able to leave for whatever reason. But where is the government supposed to be in supporting these people? Does it make sense? Like, if you already know it's going to be a shit show, why don't you already have this shit ready to go?
Because, you know why? Because the Republicans don't care about this shit.
I think that's what's pissing me off. So, bruh, because we done did our part. We done told the ones who able to leave, and they done left, right?
Yeah.
And now everybody can't leave. They still there. But why hasn't FEMA and the government taken the necessary precautions? The news people was telling us about this storm for 2 weeks.
Because that's the thing, baby. I don't know if you remember, like, the whole Hurricane Sandy fund that they had. The Republicans shut that shit down.
Yeah.
So what you expect?
It's like it's just no preparation.
This is a Katrina all over again.
Yes, and it's like, why don't we? And because we done had Katrina so close, this one like Katrina was 2 years ago. Like
right.
This is still in our near future, in our near past. I'm sorry, that we should know how to rebound from this. This should not be happening like this. And I think that just frustrates me so much more. And I want to tie that into the idea. Did y'all see they toe up Joel Osteen on that?
They dragged.
Why y'all tear that man up like that? So the Lakewood Church faced social media backlash on Sunday when it posted a message on its Facebook page saying that church was inaccessible due to flooding. And Houstonians were quick to respond by sharing online photos of the neighborhood around the church showing the streets were passable. First of all, that was shady. That was a little shady. I'm going to need you to go home, bruh, sis, cuz whoever took that picture.
Hey, just wanted to tell y'all the truth.
And what happened was Joel Osteen disputed the notion in a statement saying that we've never closed our doors. We will continue to be a distribution center to those in need. We are prepared to house people once shelters reach capacity. Lakewood would be of value to the community. And then also he disputed the notion that, he said he wasn't basically being shady. And also I want to note that as of today, he has opened his doors to his church and it's not open. But I do want to say, Joel Osteen, his church was flooded. I don't know what, I'm not taking no sides, but I'm just saying his church was flooded. And we're not talking about just shelter. We're talking about a liability thing. So he invite people in this church, this bitch flood, then what? Then what? Who they coming for?
Lakewood
and who? Joel and Victoria.
With that good hair.
Ooh, he got thick hair. So I again, as a church, he do need to be a servant of the community, be open. I'm glad the doors of the church are open more explicitly now. But the church was flooded, y'all. And as a pastor, I want to be like, if I'm in my home is nice and dry. My church flooded. I don't know if y'all come on this pool here.
Hey, shit, he got to deal with it. His ass got that mega church that used to be what was it, a gym?
A stadium.
A stadium or some bullshit.
It was a stadium. And I think it was flooded like in the basement. And people were like, fuck it, we can still get it. And I think they done did it. Now they done pushed some of the water out, or it's on certain levels of the church that they're able to go to. But they tore him up. What you think about that?
Oh, they drug his ass. Which, people been trying to drag Joel.
They've been trying to find something about Joel Osteen. I took that as that too. Like, people trying to find something wrong with Joel Osteen.
They've been trying to drag his ass for the longest. They be like, his ass gonna be preaching from the Bible. He don't know shit from the Bible. nothing. Hey.
He be teaching positively. They be still mad at him.
Right. He just said, be positive, y'all. People like, fuck you, Joe. I feel that the church should be open. If people can come in there and it is not flooded and don't cause a danger to nobody, open the door. Yeah. That's how I feel.
But I think it was flooded.
Yeah. And if it was, okay. It was flooded and, they fixed it. Now let people in.
Or to a certain level. Like, I think it's levels to the flood.
Yeah. But. Well, yeah, I wouldn't assume that the whole stadium is full of water.
The way them pictures is coming out.
And that's the thing with all this fake news and things of that sort. It's hard to tell, like, what's real pictures and what's not.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the disconnects people are having, like, because you really can't tell. Because I seen a picture floating around. It was like a shark in somebody's house. I said, this shit ain't real. Shark. This shit ain't real.
You silly.
But I know it's flooding, but ain't no damn shark in nobody's house. So it's hard for some people because people are like, well, that shit ain't going on. Look at this shark picture. Yeah. This shit is stupid. So whatever's going on, my hearts and prayers out to all y'all. I know it's flooding. I know it's bad as fuck. Words can't explain, what people are going through. Like, I've seen some of the pictures. But for y'all motherfuckers these fake news motherfuckers that's posting some of this fake shit, y'all need to chill. Yeah. Because this is people's lives and shit.
Yeah, it ain't
and by like you putting these fake ass pictures out there, you are reducing the impact of somebody's livelihood out there.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's well said, Nero.
Mm-hmm.
Next, but also stay safe, take cover. Remember all the materials, things that y'all lost. It can and will be recovered. So just stay safe out there, y'all. Next, I found this article, and it's this idea about thoughts. So they said that there are 5 thoughts that are silent killers of loving relationships. So in the article, it went on to say that toxic thoughts are often like silent relationship killers of intimate and loving relationships. So why are toxic thoughts so crippling to love? And the author said that it goes to these 3 things. So by having these toxic thoughts or negative thoughts, it leads to distraction. So this occurs when relationship partners become like internally preoccupied with negative thoughts of each other. They kind of harbor these thoughts. They often outside of intimate awareness. Partners are distracted with these thoughts that might consequently feel like it's love loss. The second one is distance. So distance comes into play when toxic thoughts wedge themselves between lovely partners' sense of we. So it's no longer we, it's the them, me, and I, or you, rather than the we. And then lastly is this idea of disconnection. So disconnection is apparent when partners no longer feel like a couple. These are the couples who come into situations and they feel like more like roommates than a committed couple. So that's why I say the toxic thoughts are bad. They create distraction, distance, and disconnection. So now, what are these toxic thoughts? So they are, one of them is the all or none trap. So you see your partner as either always doing something wrong or never doing something right. So, he always does this, she always do that. The next is catastrophic conclusions.
Ooh.
So, did you say, ooh? So one partner exaggerates negative actions or events concerning the partner. So say somebody bounced a check. You bounced the check. Now we're going to lose the house.
Lord.
Jesus help us. The next is the should bomb. You should be doing this. I know you hate your job, but you should be moving forward on this. And this is the next move you should be making. Next is label slinging. So you unfairly and negatively label your partner and lose sight of their positive quality. So, I think this is a big one. When you manifest these things to say, you so lazy, you sorry, you this and that, I think your words have very powerful actions.
Yeah.
So I think your words, your thoughts become words and your words become actions. So I think all that ties into it. And lastly, the blame game. So you unfairly and irrationally blame your partner for relationship issues or bigger issue. My life only sucks because of you. So I think this comes down when I hear a lot of couples say things like, this isn't the life I thought I would be living. What fucking life is this?
Right.
What life do you want to be living?
Right.
Get the fuck on.
Ooh,
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
But while all these things we said, so the all or nothing trap, the catastrophic conclusions, the should bomb, label slinging, and the blame game, there's kernels of truth underlying all these types of toxic thoughts, but it's how you handle those. So do you keep it in your head and internally process it, or is this really a conversation that you have with your partner? So Niram, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit on your thoughts on the idea of having toxic thoughts. So these are things that you're necessarily not always saying out loud to your partners. It's something that's being processed over and over in your head. What do you think?
I think toxic thoughts not only destroys a relationship, but should destroy your life. I even think of like your work, your friendships, all that. I think this can be played not only into like an intimate relationship between you and your partner, but your friendships, jobs, and anything else that your life, your life encounters. Because you even think about, because the reason I say that is if you are, for example, playing the all or none trap with your partner, you definitely playing it with your work, your job, and everything else, and you're using like these same things. If you're not saying them out loud, you are saying it. Because I think of the time, when people like Mary's just so damn lazy. Like my job sucks because of my supervisor.
Oh, come on! Now you
Mary.
speaking a word, and no, your job sucks because of you.
Yeah.
Oh. You better put that mirror up.
So I
and in
think,
relationships, same thing. Oh,
yeah, it is.
I'm gonna let you go because you got a word.
Thank you, baby. But that's what I really come down to. I think that all these things can be connected to your relationship, and I know we're just talking about relationship, but it also can be silent killers of just having a happy life in general. Being distracted, being distant, being disconnected. You have any of these happen with a friendship or at work or, your hobbies or something like that, it's going to be a problem.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's what I think.
And then when I think of those ideas that, these thoughts lead to distraction, distance, and disconnection, I keep going back to this idea of intimacy.
Yeah.
Like it is something there about really honing in on the importance of intimacy in relationships and making sure you hold that sacred and hold on to it. But also when I was thinking of the thoughts, whenever I think of thoughts, I think thoughts are powerful.
Yeah, they are.
I think thoughts leads to, words, and words lead to actions, and actions leads to behaviors, and behaviors lead to destiny. Like I think all that stuff is tied together, and you have to be so careful of it. I think the two that stood out to me the most is the idea of the blame game. I think when I talk to a lot of friends or, hear different stories, it's a lot of blame that's put in on other partners. So it's almost this idea that you're relying on your partner to provide this sense of happiness or completion, and I don't think that's what successful relationships are based off of, and a lot of folks don't tell you that. So I think when you think of gumdrops and berries, of course Niram is my best friend. I share everything with him. We hang out, we enjoy each other, but I think I said this before, and I love you, Niram. Me and Niram break up, what is Nyambi gonna do? Live.
Y'all should see like Nyambi holding my hand and looking at me.
Live. That's what Nyambi gonna do, and I hope Niram do that too. I'll be hurt, I will be sad, but you have to be happy and okay with yourself. So I think these are prime warning signs that it might be something internally that you have to work on if you notice this is anything going on in your relationships.
Yeah, and I also think like the shoulda. Yeah, I would add to should, but shoulda, woulda, coulda.
What happened? What you talking about?
when people add all of those into
the
a
past,
relationship,
present, and future. Yeah.
I should have did this. I
I
would have
should have
did
did
this.
more work when I was in this space, or I should. But you got to live in the present. We here right now.
Right.
Get a journal. That's what I tell them people. Get a journal. Write that down.
But those are some of the things that you also have to deal with, because these are, what's the word? They are unconscious things that we say to ourselves that were ingrained to us that it takes a learned response to break yourself from, though.
That's just like, I think we put on there, I think it's a Saul Williams we put on our Instagram page. Your diet is more than what you eat. Mm. And I think this goes back to your mental and emotional diet. So if these are the thoughts that you're feeding your brain, this is the outcome you're going to get. Exactly. So this is all about nurturing your mind and your body and your soul. And if this is what you're feeding it, of course it's going to be bad. And so I think it's important for folks just to really take heed of it. So, when I think of how do you overcome something like this, I think it's important to focus on your partner's positive qualities and behaviors in these keys and overcoming the toxic thoughts about him or her. And also, I think it's important to do that self-work. So where is this stuff coming from? Is it something, is this really is your partner mirroring some things in you that you don't like about yourself? Hey. And also, maybe this is time for you to have a conversation. Remember our soulmates episodes. Some people are with you for reasons, seasons, and purposes. Maybe sometimes your relationship has served its purpose. But you have to have the courage and love yourself enough to say, I want more, and I need more, and I demand more, and I won't settle for less. And if you can't provide me with that, I have to let you go.
Hey, that's a word.
That's what I'm thinking of, how you overcome. And that's the hard part.
Yeah,
it's hard to leave people you love, because I tell people all the time, to make a successful relationship, it's more than love. Mm-hmm. If all it took was love, everybody be booed up.
Right.
Everybody be booed up in a polyamorous relationship, because you love so many people. You love more than one people. You love more than one person.
I love everybody.
You're going to love more than one person. You know what I'm saying? Because then they love you so much, and if you love them, we can all love each other. Right? So it'd be a world. Yeah, it'd be a world full of polyamorous relationships, and it'd be probably better sex, everything, right? But that ain't the world we lived in.
Sure ain't.
We're complex. We're sullied. We've had life experience, so all these things come into it. So that's my recommendations. Niram, you got anything else for that?
I just want to lay down the fact of constant conversations.
Yeah.
Communication. Communication is the cornerstone of any type of relationship. It helps solve problems. You can enhance your your romance. Yeah. Anything that you want to do when it comes to relationships, communicate.
It's sexy.
And I know it's hard.
It's sexy, though.
But it has to be done.
When you get to a place where you can communicate with your partner on a different vibration, that becomes sexy as hell. It again, intimacy. It heightens that intimacy, and it's so damn sexy because you're not in your head.
Yeah, isn't it?
You're not in your head anymore. Everything's out in the open, and you can be completely holy and unapologetically you.
Exactly. And another thing with that is, it's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard.
I'm going to keep saying it. It's going to be hard, but it can be done. Yeah. And it's going to be uncomfortable.
It's simple, but it's not easy.
God damn it. You didn't took the words out of my mouth.
I'm sorry.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But I think that's really what it comes down to, is that you have to communicate. You got to let your partner know how you feel, what you think, what's going on in your head, and everything like that. I really think that is the true foundation to happiness in a relationship, is to tell your partner everything that's going on in your head. Tell your partner everything that's going on in your heart, and just let them know what's going on in your life. So, to all y'all that's going through this toxic thought, A, see some therapy, get some therapy, y'all, and B, talk to your partner about this. Let your partner know what's going on in your head. Let them know your thoughts, your feelings, and emotions, and that will help y'all become closer. Well, I think that was a dope topic, baby. I really appreciate you for coming up with that. I think we got some kitchen table talk, so we're going to go ahead and move to the kitchen table talk. So to submit your question to kitchen table talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. Remember, that's black with no K. And the email says, "Hey, Niram Nyambi, I love your show. We love you. I admire your drive and dedication. 3 podcasts a week is no joke. Amen. It's definitely not a joke. Thank you for your hard work. I have a question. I have been trying to get a project off the ground for the last few months, and I'm having no luck.
Oh, man.
Could you two give me Some tips on beating procrastination. Thanks a lot. A day late and $1 short, sis, bro.
Come on, classic Terry McSummer. Ain't nothing wrong with being a day late, $1 short. First of all, thank you so much for your email and 3 podcasts a week. Ain't no joke.
It's your line.
It do. I love this though, so I love what I do. But there are moments where I be like, Miriam, let's just do an Instagram live stream, and we tell everybody to tune in, and then you get the other iPhone and you just record that and just hit submit.
Right.
But we can't do it for y'all. We got to make sure it's right for y'all. So what I would say about this procrastination, it's actually something that I've been fighting more and more lately. So if I made the switch from, my traditional 9 to 5, working at academia, to being more of an entrepreneur and figuring things out, I've noticed I've had a lot more procrastination. So first, I want to say everyone puts things off until the last minute sometimes, but that idea of chronically doing, like, avoiding difficult tasks and deliberately putting off distraction, it's a lot. And I think procrastination reflects, like, our struggle with, like, self-control, as well as our inability to accurately predict how well we'll feel tomorrow or the next day. So I know that's kind of the lead and energy I have around it. But some tips that I have is, one, start your day with the hardest task first. If you're up for it, okay? But I think you should. So do the most challenging, the most difficult thing to do on your list before you do anything else. And you'll have it checked off. It's good advice, but only if you're actually up to doing it. Some folks might be their best selves first thing in the morning. In fact, some might be better off eating, getting their breakfast, then going right into their thing. But also, sometimes folks are better in the afternoon or evening. So what I would say, if doing your hardest task first, if that's not your most productive time, figure out when you're most productive. Mm-hmm. And when you're most productive, that's when you need to hone in and do that hardest task. Me, I'm not a morning person. I'm a night person. So if you really want to get some good stuff out of me, I start hitting my peak. What would you say, near about 6, 7 p.m.?
9.
True. I would say in the ideal world, 6 or 7, but if Nyambi could change this meaning of time and all that, really about 9, 10 o'clock is where my juices are flowing and I'm ready to go and show out. So I think it's really about finding out when you're most productive and then putting in the harder, more difficult task at that moment. So that might require some tracking, on your phone, making notes just to see when you're tired, when you're awake, when your creative juices are flowing. Next, do the quick to-dos quick. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes we leave off mundane tasks like, checking our email or returning a call, stuff that can be done like, it would say near 2 to 5 minutes. Yeah. But sometimes they turn into an hour task. Mm-hmm. Do not do that. Like, try to make it a race. Get it done as quick as possible. Next is what you did now. So make your intentions public and have somebody else to hold you accountable for. Yes. Sometimes you just need that friend to be like, hey, did you get that done?
Exactly.
Are you going to get it done? Is it not a priority? Ooh. Is it something you're not interested in? Because, again, that mirror, I'm telling you, this idea of people mirroring back to you, sometimes you don't like what you see in that mirror. Michael was on when he said that man in the mirror.
Lord, sometimes I even hate just telling Nyambi about my goals and dreams and aspirations, because her ass will come back to me later on and say, Nero, baby, you said you was going to do this.
Yeah. Is that done?
Based on your actions, your words and your actions is saying 2 different things, baby.
I just want to be clear.
I just want to be clear with you. What? If you don't want to do it, say you don't want to do it.
I'm known with asking people that.
God damn it.
So I think it's really big. Like I said, you don't have to go out and shout to the world, but find a couple close friends or folks that can really hold you accountable to those things. I think that's something that really helps me when I'm fighting procrastination. Niram, you got something?
Yeah. One of the other things I just want to add to that, I know you said, start with your hardest task, but I also want to say, think about who you're around when procrastination starts, because maybe you need to be around that person in that environment. Because I know sometimes when I'm out here trying to do work for the podcast and Naomi just got her feet up on the couch twiddling her toes, it's hard for me to do work. But if Naomi out here, she pull out her laptop and doing work, and I'm sitting on the couch and I'm twiddling my toes, I'd be like, hold up, what's she doing? Mm-hmm. Hold up, I got to work too. So just think about that, and even starting work groups, like getting together with some people where y'all set up a time to do work, and that's going to be y'all attention. Like, this intention is for me to do work.
Yes.
Write a paper, write these many pages, read these many pages of books, whatever. I think that's a good way to start. Another thing, reward yourself for the small wins.
Yes.
It takes bite by bite to eat an elephant. So, for all those bites, I feel like you should reward yourself
every 5 to 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I always, or every milestone, like whatever you got a milestone, like reward yourself like once you get there. I know for our podcast, we just hit another big milestone ourselves. We end up getting our first 10,000 download month. So, we're going to go celebrate for that. I'm going to take my baby somewhere nice. Yeah. But let's think about that, and also think that, are you perfectionist? And this is the reason why you don't want to do it because, or one of the reasons why you're putting it off because it's a certain way that you want it to be done in your head, but you can't get it that way done in real life, and that's one of the reasons why you're putting it off. So just start figuring out, whether or not if it's that perfectionist in you, or just rewarding yourself for these small wins can definitely help out. Another thing is just knowing that all wasted time, or all procrastination is not bad. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you need to procrastinate just to get your mind right. To work on something else so your mind can work on that project, especially if it's creative subconsciously. To get through it. I remember it was in class, I think today, when they was talking about, I can't remember the guy, but one of the guys from like the like Looney Tunes, who was like the animator for Bugs Bunny and bunny season, rabbit season and duck season, Daffy Duck and all that stuff. They was talking about how he used to come to work, and this is how he used to start off his day. He used to come to work at 8 a.m. and just sit in his little cube or his office for his eyes closed for between 8 and 12, between 8 and noon. And people got to the fact where they thought he was just sleeping on the job. But what he was doing, and this is one of the hard things, is that he just had his eyes closed and he was plotting out what he wanted to do and how he wanted to do it during that time. And then, the last 4 hours of his shift, he banged out the project. And it always came out amazing. So just knowing that you always need that time to refresh, reboot, and to plan it out. So sometimes, procrastinating, but, to be very specific with it, but all procrastination is not bad. And the last thing is, this is just me. One of the things I like to ask people, how bad do you really want it? Do you really want to do the project?
Come on.
Is it something you thought would be good, but as you start doing more of it, you're like, this ain't it? Dreams change. Sometimes jobs and the direction of jobs and different projects change. Do you want it still? And, maybe that's something that you might need to have a conversation with yourself with, your hire architect and your therapist with to see, it's the main reason why you're procrastinating is that you really don't want it. You don't want to do the project. So, instead of, going through the motions and things of that sort, you put it off.
Yeah.
What you think about any of those, baby?
I like them. They're all really good. But also, I think it always comes down to the self-reflection. You gotta really figure it out. Sometimes you got to recruit. Sometimes you got to change direction, jobs, all that. Dreams change.
Hey.
And that's okay.
It sure do.
It's a dream. It can change.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Well, that was a bomb episode.
It was. I liked it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com/love story. To submit us a kitchen table, a topic for kitchen table talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. You can leave us a comment anywhere on the podcast, social media. You can go to the blog at blacklovematters.com, SoundCloud, or just anywhere, everywhere, any and everywhere. Black Love Matters, and that's Black with no K. And y'all know we got that voicemail. We ain't had a couple in the past couple of weeks, so go ahead, shoot us up, hit us up. Leave us a voicemail. You can go to 508-784-11111. That's 508.
What?
I think that was
How
that
many
was a
ones is that?
Yeah, that was a lot of ones.
The last four.
I know, right?
Yeah.
508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. We'll talk to you guys later. And remember, love is ever evolving. Peace.